YouTube. What's up, fellas? Ferocious Mgtow here. And I'm rolling. I am in the New England state. I guess it's the New England state. Hell, I don't know. I ain't even been up this way before. Y'all gotta forgive my ignorance. I'm in Maine. So I'm headed back to Boston. I delivered my load in Maine. Easy peasy. Okay, no problems. And now I'm headed back. Some nice wraps over there. Now I'm headed back to Boston to drop this dirty tank, get a clean tank. And I think I'm loading somewhere in Boston, and I'm headed to Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'm rolling. I said, let me turn on the camera and bring you guys a video. I'm out here where you'll see moose at. Can't say mooses. I think that's the wrong way. Well, I might see a moose. People have been warning me to take it easy, because if I see one, shut your ass up, bitch. Because they said if you see one, don't blow the horn and don't startle, because it will charge and attack you. And some of them weigh up to 2,000 pounds, I heard. So I said, let me take the back roads, because I want to see a moose. I ain't never seen a moose up close and personal. So I took the back roads just so hopefully we can find and run into a moose. Okay? I just hope we don't startle him and get him to ram the truck. Okay? So that's why I'm on the back roads instead of taking 95. Right? Ain't no hurry for me to get to Boston. I get there when I get there. You know? But I said I'm gonna turn it on and come to you guys, just see what's going on, check the pulse. You know, I know there's a lot of things going on politically, socially, economically. You know what I mean? We got a lot of things going on with the police, with the lawmakers and the governors and the mayors and the president. This is a turbulent time. You know, every day it seems like we go more and more into bizarro world. You know, I've been watching some of the news, and I just can't believe some of the things that's being proposed. Defunding the police. I'm sure you all have heard it. And so I'm all for radical change, but defunding the police, I don't, nah. You know, we really do need them. I think I'm staying on right here too. Yeah, we really still need them. So I don't believe in defunding them. Now, I believe in maybe moving the money around and maybe scale back some of their budget, you know, and provide them with more training and less, you know, military grade weapons. They don't necessarily need all that. And put some teeth, make them accountable. You know what I'm saying? We still need police, but we need good police officers. We need them to uphold their oath to whatever municipality that they come from, and uphold their oath to the Constitution, and ultimately the American citizens, all citizens, not just certain shades of citizens. And the problem will be fixed. In my estimation, that the problem will be fixed. But if you want to hold on to these old dinosaur ideas, yeah, it's gonna be problems. You know, because the powers that be will use the BLM type movements and the Antifa type movements to bring down the entire government. And get the Constitution completely suspended. So it's a touch and go situation, you know. So I don't have all the answers. I'm just spouting what I see and what I'm experiencing, you know. I don't necessarily condone the riots, but if I had my store still, I'd be out there protected. So I don't really condone that. But at the same time, a lot of them businesses that's in the community are not owned by the people who occupy those communities due to the fact of redlining and with the banks. If you want to open up a business in certain zip codes based off of your skin tone, most of the time we know you're going to be denied for any type of business loan. You know, I feel that I'm a little bit more astute business-wise. I've been turned down for loans, and I've been approved for loans. There go a cow. Y'all see that cow walking on two legs? Texting, not even watching. Wow, whatever. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, you know, so I've received loans, and I've been denied for loans. And most of the time I was denied, I really didn't get a good answer why. So I could try to figure out what I needed to do in order to qualify. And what I said to myself, I'll just fund myself. I don't even want help from the banks. And that's what a lot of people in marginalized communities do. We end up just funding ourselves. You know what I mean? That's why I saw a lot of Asian beauty supply stores and clothing stores in my city saying that a lot of them didn't have insurance. That's the reason why a lot of them don't have it, because they pretty much still use the old system and fund themselves also. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't necessarily condone that, but I do understand it. You know what I mean? I know that's an oxymoron, but if you lived here and you was part of the marginalized communities, you'll get it. You know what I mean? But if you're part of, you know, the dominant society, the more privileged class, of course you're not going to get it, because, you know, yeah, you got to work hard and you got to, you know, go after your dreams and pursue your passions. But the banks usually are a little bit more sympathetic, you know, depending on what color you are. So you'll get the benefit of the doubt and you'll get that business loan. You know what I mean? You may not have to just fund your own projects out of your pocket. You know what I mean? My thing is the fact that I make work my friend, and it's the best friend I ever known. It has never failed me. So work is my best friend, and because of that, I'm afforded the luxury of funding myself. You know what I mean? So I do understand. I saw some images because I haven't been home. I've been all over the country, so I haven't been back. But yeah, them protesters / rioters / Antifa / BLM, whoever they were, they showed they ass in my city. They literally robbed and looted and burned almost every business. I'm looking at the images and I'm going, oh my God, I didn't think it was that bad. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was this bad. They looted and burned every single business. They eating barbecue. Guys eating barbecue over there. Up here in Maine. Yeah, but it's a little, seems like more like a country type of area. Guy look like he, yeah, it's mostly country area up here. It looks like a New England type town or whatever, but it seems very, very peaceful. I don't see too much activity holdups, no nothing like that. I'm sure I'll see more like that once I get to Boston. I'm sure Boston, I'm sure they turned up. I can almost guarantee you they did. But we will see when I go back that way. I rode up through there. I started to give y'all some footage, but since I never really drove completely through it, I want to kind of see what the roads were like. So now on the way back, I'll get you guys some footage. All right, guys, I'm gonna pause it here because I realized when I pause it and just do maybe 10-minute spurts, it uploads a lot faster. So I'm gonna pause it and come right back. Be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Yeah, I realized once I start pausing it, it uploads a lot faster. So I'm gonna keep trying that and just kind of keep playing with it and see if that works. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, they went through and pretty much looted, robbed, and burned every single business. I'm like, Lord have mercy. So, where do we go from here? I guess some little program Oprah supposed to be putting together with a bunch of Sambo sellouts to ask that same question. Where do we go from here? We rebuild. But now maybe we can have an honest conversation about race in this country. You know, I remember some years ago it was said that, you know, the racial issue was solved in America. Well, I guess we see that it hasn't been. So now maybe we can have an honest conversation about race. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, just my personal opinion. You know, this ain't got to be the opinion of nobody else but mine. So don't get your panties in a bunch. Okay? Because I know how y'all are. You know what I mean? Y'all want to have this universal thinking. That ain't how the world operates. Everybody don't think the same. So,
at the roundabout, take the third exit.
Third exit. Okay. Third exit. Hold on, guys. Let me make sure I negotiate this roundabout right. I think we should have an honest conversation, and we should have communities that's, you know, segregated, and people from those communities should be allowed to police their own communities and control the resources in those communities. Okay? Same thing with the fire departments. Same thing with the city workers. All of that. We need to integrate these freaking strongholds. You know what I'm saying? How can a city like my city, Chicago, with a huge, you know, black population, but when you look at the police and you look at the fire department and you look at some of these strongholds, it's predominantly white. You know, why is that? We can produce, we can police ourselves. We can put out our own fires. Okay? So,
in 2.5 miles, slight left on Main Street, MU25.
Okay, I got you. Let me turn her down. So I don't want to turn her off. Let me just turn her down. How do I turn? Hold on, y'all. There we go. Yeah, so I think we should have separate communities. I'm for that. And segregated communities, I'm for that. But open up these strongholds. You know what I mean? People that look like you should police you, because they will be more understanding about the plight, and they won't be so quick to murder people, and because they don't look like them, you know. So I think that would be a good start in the right direction. And all these communities that have been basically disenfranchised when it comes as far as the tax money, you need to open up some of that tax money and allow people who live in those communities to have access to funds so you can rebuild all of those businesses. That's the reason why people didn't mind, in my estimation, looting and burning those businesses, because those people who own those businesses don't look like the residents that live in those communities. So if you don't look like me, and then you have a hostility toward me, even though I'm spending my money with you, you don't appreciate the fact that I'm doing commerce with you fairly, and still get treated unfairly. So in situations like this, I see why the people were frustrated and those businesses was not spared. Okay? Not to say that in every case, ain't every case is the same. I know some guys will probably still, helpful to the residents, and they shops and stuff still got burned. Okay, I get it. You know what I mean? I'm not advocating one way or the other. I'm just saying these are some of the reasons, because the reason why I opened that store that I had really no need truly of opening up a store. But I remember going into a beauty supply place, and I wanted to buy a red t-shirt because I had on my red mics, and I wanted the t-shirt to match it. So I stopped at a little store. I don't think I've ever been in there before, and bought the shirt. And I didn't want to get it dirty, so the guy, he was I think he was maybe Korean or either that or Chinese. I can't remember which one. And he rang me up or whatever, and I was just standing there waiting after I got my change for him to put my shirt in a bag, and he told me I didn't need a bag. I'm like, dude, give me a bag, man. I don't want to get my shirt dirty. I didn't really want to put it on right then at that particular time because I wanted to, I think, stop to get deodorant or whatever. So I wanted to wait.
Left on Main Street.
And he basically was trying not to give me a bag, even though I purchased something. I'm thinking to myself, like, man, if you don't give me a bag, and I was so incensed by that, I decided to open up a store and become his competition. And that's what I did. So that's what I do when I feel that I've been mistreated.
Slight right.
Right. Okay. So you just say left, heifer? So you meant turn left, then turn right. Okay, I get it. So yeah, that's what I did. I became that guy's competition. Now, he didn't go out of business or nothing, but I definitely took money out of his pocket because a lot of his customers ended up actually becoming my customers. And I had better customer service. You feel me?
Continue on this road for 3.7 miles.
Okay, I'm going the right direction. I just want to make sure I'm going the right direction, guys. Yeah, so yeah, I became his competition, okay, and basically took money out of his pocket. So I use situations like this to add fuel to my hustle, and I made a lot of money. That's because of my anger, all because I didn't get a bag. You know what I mean? I don't know where my other phone is at. Hold on, guys. Tennessee. I don't know who the hell that is. I don't know nobody in Tennessee on my private line. So yeah, some of the taxpayer money from the city and the state should be funneled to people who look like them in those communities so they can open up business. Yeah, I know you're gonna have a default rate that might be sort of high because
Speed limit reduced ahead.
because people don't really understand business. But you can make you can lessen that default rate by putting some parameters in there. You know, maybe come up with a entrepreneur class that all these people will have to be mandatory to take, and they got to have a proficiency of, you know, a B+ or something in the class, and in this class is going to cover all the, you know, the different avenues of business. Okay, writing a business plan, writing a proposal, doing a profit and loss, how to get a business bank account, you know, what's how do you establish business credit?
Speed limit reduced to
You see what I mean? And then based off of people who put forth a, you know, then make sure they get a business plan in there, you know, and do everything, get a business bank account, get it incorporated, you know what I'm saying, get an assumed name, do all that, and then use that along with, you know, people's credit and maybe some type of collateral or limited collateral or whatever, and then maybe get the money out in phases, so people you can create a situation where people can be more empowered to be, you know, to be successful. So maybe you can, you know, fund it in 3 phases or 4 phases. So the first phase would be to get it open. Second phase to be inventory. Third phase could be operating expenses, and fourth phase could be expansion. Now, see, how is it that I could just come up with ideas right off the top of my head? I'm not in government. I'm not, you know, some huge thought leader. These are just things that I do automatically on my own. Now, I understand that people are going to need help doing it. But we can set them up for failure. I mean, for success, if we set up some parameters and make them meet each parameter with a proficiency of a certain percentage. Okay? And then allocate the funds, and then give them a case manager. That would create another job for somebody. Give them case managers of maybe a caseload of 10 people, like a business case manager, and this person's job is to come out and sit with you to see what you need. Do you need an accountant? Do you need bookkeepers? Do you need a real estate attorney? Do you need do you need advertising? Do you need marketing? You know, do you need signage? Do you need a new pricing scheme? I think then you can set up an environment where people can do for themselves. And we can get rid of all this fighting and infighting and bickering over pennies. We can create mega wealth for these areas if we just set up some parameters. Okay? Instead of hoarding all the freaking money and giving it to one side of town and building up that one side of town where it looks like heaven on earth, and then when you come across a certain street, then all of a sudden like you in hell. Those areas have been created to be that way. You deprive people of basic human dignity, what you expect? Hold on, guys. Pause. All right, guys, I'm back. So if you deprive people of basic human dignity and deprive them a way of making a living for themselves and their families, they gotta result to criminality. What you expect them to do? Same thing if we did this same social experiment, Frankenstein experiment, in predominantly white areas, where we took all the taxpayer money and funneled it into other communities and just left them to their own devices, they'd be doing the same identical things that other areas, other communities are doing. Y'all walk around here, people walk around here with these ideas like they don't understand how these areas got like that. That's how y'all want them to be. You don't put forth no investment into these areas, and you steal all the freaking tax money. You tax the same people in these poor areas, and then you take their tax money and then you funnel it into the more affluent areas. So basically you're stealing money. Nobody want to talk about this. See, nobody want to talk about the truth on how these areas got so dilapidated. Why there ain't no businesses there? Why so many board ups? Why so many potholes? Why you got so many super giant rats? Stray dogs everywhere, stray cats everywhere.
In 600 feet, turn left on Larrabee Road, ME25.
Okay. Garbage and trash everywhere. Vacant lots everywhere. Graffiti everywhere. Food deserts. Schools basically boarded up. We as the citizenry of this country, we created these areas, and now we want to be surprised and shocked that these type of events happen.
Toll booth ahead.
Like, so you basically want me to be delusional right along with the whole society. We got a society delusion on how this got like that. Being in action over there. We all know how it got this way. The people sit around here lying to everybody.
Take the freeway entrance on I-95.
And of course, it was gonna turn out like this. You empowered all these women to basically make them go against the men, basically rob the men of wealth. No, because you know women don't have no freaking financial and finance discipline. They're gonna turn around and give it right to the system. Now here they is, quiet, sitting on their hands. You don't hear nothing coming from them now. So this powder keg was created. So who to blame? I know that's what y'all thinking. Who to blame, right? Leadership. That's who to blame. Yeah, leadership. You want to blame the problem that you created. You want people to be decent and honorable, but at the same time you're robbing them. Been robbing them. And you're looking for every way humanly possible to keep robbing them. So if that's going to be the case, then these type of counterpeg, I can't even talk. God dog it. Counterpegs, you still got it wrong. But y'all know what I mean. Explosive situations going to continue happening. Powder kegs, that's what I'm trying to say. Y'all got to forgive me. I haven't had anything and it's already 1 o'clock. I'm trying to fast today, so that's why my tongue is kind of lazy. So y'all forgive me. You know, y'all can have a good laugh on me. I'm trying to fast today, and all I had was some water. And I'm trying to last the whole day. Yesterday I didn't have much either, so I'm trying to string together a few days of fasting and working out at the same time. So, but yeah, guys, these situations were created. So if y'all want to know why I did this, low balance. I got a low balance. Whatever. I'm going south. I'm going south. Yeah, so this can all be corrected if people just share resources. Stop hoarding. Stop being greedy. Stop stealing from the people. Stop embezzling the money. and share it with the people so the people can have some level of pride and some level of prosperity. Reduce these strongholds as far as the police and the fire departments, right? And some of these other city agencies. Come up with some entrepreneurial business class and make it attached to money, and make people take classes and make them have to have a high proficiency in order to be eligible for any money. Assign caseworkers to help people who are new to business. Set up a climate where they can succeed. And then you can turn around and collect more taxes. You can fix the potholes, the curbs, sidewalks. Okay? You can bring in more trees, more flowers, and beautify the city so people have pride in the city. But y'all been taking money and only putting it in certain areas, the more affluent areas, and just saying the hell with the other areas. And then you wonder why the people went berserk. Come on, man. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all want everybody to participate in your freaking society delusion. And some of us are saying, you know what? We wise to what's going on. So you created this. Don't get mad at your freaking Frankenstein creation. Don't want to blame the creation that you created. Just like you created them plush neighborhoods and these plush suburbs, you could do it to the inner city. By what I'm saying. You can also bring back the freaking trades. You all have a stronghold on all the trades. Carpentry, electrician, plumbing, freaking pipe fitting, and construction, heavy equipment operators, the welding, the body mechanics, car mechanics, body work, I'm trying to say. Now, when I was growing up, we had these classes, but they took them out in the late 80s, early 90s. Took out all the trades out of the inner city schools. Right? You took out all the trades. At the same time, you stopped funding the park districts, where we had softball leagues and tournaments, little league, we had basketball tournaments, we had flag football tournaments, boxing. You took all the funding from the park district, so now the kids didn't have nowhere to go. Took down the basketball rims, just left the backboards up. Nowhere to play ball at now. All the baseball diamonds, basically weeds growing on them. At the same time, when you were doing that, you passed the 92 crime bill for mass incarceration. So y'all created this. You know, God doggone well you created it. This is the monstrosities that y'all created. I get sick and tired of hearing people make all these freaking deflections like we don't remember, like everybody got some type of amnesia and we don't remember history. I remember when they was doing all this. So I know how we got to this point. You're going more men in action. But you don't see no diversity. Now we could say, okay, I'm in Maine, and it's mostly, you know, certain ethnic groups up here. I get that. But you go around the whole United States, you start to see a pattern, same pattern. Okay? So if change don't have these components that I'm speaking about, okay, you're going to have a flare up again. Okay? It's going to be another flare up if you don't bring forth proper change and get rid of all these mafioso syndicate mob policies. That's exactly what they are. And start building up these other communities so people will have pride and they won't burn down all the businesses, and they won't do all this because they'll have pride. Plus they'll have stake in their community and they'll have prosperity. Roll back on the feminazis, not giving them so much power so we can start trying to mend the divide between men and women to some degree, where we can start having some intact families. That's another thing you did. You intentionally broke up all the freaking families with all these draconian freaking family court and divorce laws, child support laws. You know what y'all was doing. Now you want to act like y'all surprised. You don't know how we got here. I know how we got here. It was an orchestra of things, combination of things that you all did in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, early 2000s to get us here. But I think all your war games did not prepare for this, because you got an outside agitator with trillions of dollars, I would assume. And now he's backing the opposition. And if you're not careful, you're going to lose the whole country. Because he financed and started BLM and Antifa. And he's a sworn enemy to this country. And he's going to back any organization that has anti-America sentiment, racism, and all that stuff. So any group that come up now gonna get funding. And the more radical they are, the more funding they're gonna have access to. And you already know the do nothing Democrats been signed their souls over. So you got politicians on the payroll of foreign powers that hate America and that's funding subversive groups and starting subversive groups and getting behind the frustrations of certain marginalized populations to have a complete overthrow of the complete system. Hold on, guys, pause. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm still rolling in Maine, by the way. It's about 70 degrees. It's a lot cooler up here. So yeah, the leadership of this country has set up a dangerous scenario. So if you're gonna blame somebody, you need to blame the leadership. They passed all these freaking crazy laws. That's how we got to this point. You go back to the 60s, 50s, and 60s, most of the families in the black community was intact. Father was in the home. Then they passed a series of measures to get the man out the house, empower the woman over the man. Then at the same time, you restrict the man from having employment. Then you took all the trades out of the schools. You closed you defunded all the parks. So guys didn't have a healthy outlet. They used to have weights there, boxing bags, football leagues, softball leagues, baseball leagues, basketball leagues. So you defunded that. At the same time, you passed the crime bill for mass incarceration. Then you made it illegal if a guy couldn't pay his child support, you won't give him a job. Then you got redlining at the same time. But guys, if they did want to open up a business, they weren't going to get funding. So you can't get funding for a business. You're black, so you can't get a job. We're not going to give you a job. We're going to empower your woman. We're going to pass a law. If you can't pay your child support, we're going to be able to put you in jail and take your driver's license. And you have to surrender your passport. And while you're in jail, your arrears are gonna go through the roof. Y'all created this monstrosity. And now you want to sit up here and pretend that you ain't had nothing to do with it. The leadership of this country over the last 35, 40, 50 years, 60 years, something like that, have created this monstrosity. And now you want to act like you're surprised. The mass delusion is crazy. I think we need the whole country needs to be sitting on a psych chair so we can see what the hell is wrong with us. We pretty much got the best country on the planet, and we finna lose it because people were too freaking greedy and embraced the culture of death and a culture of lack and prevented other folks from having prosperity. Greed and theft and murder has contributed to this. And now we're on the verge of losing the best country on the planet today. You gotta blame the leadership. And if you're pointing the finger at the people, you're crazy. The leaders created this monster. That's who I want to hold accountable. If you had been locking them and making them officers accountable for killing unarmed people, black, white, Hispanic, or whatever, they wouldn't have been doing that. They'd have been more professional. But you allowed them to do it. You allowed them to get away with it. Because you thought it'd never change. You got punch drunk on your own power. Now you're about to lose everything. And so is the rest of us who really never had nothing. So I guess this is more of a rant. Because the more and more I watch the news, the more and more I'm getting just pissed. Everybody won't take a knee. This is worse than Jim Jones and a cult following. Take a knee for what? I don't need you to take no god doggone knee. What I need you to do is hold people accountable. When they break the law, no matter who you are, you're not above it. Bring charges up there. Bring a jury of their peers based off of the community that they did this crime in, and punish these people. I don't need you to take no freaking knee. Stop stealing everybody's tax money and put it into several plush communities and share it with the other marginalized communities. Set up business incubators. Encourage people like me to create business incubators so people can come in there and we can run them through a system so they can be ready to own their own business and put some money behind it. You'll get it back in the tax money. And then the people, they'll be able to employ their own people. I don't need you to take a knee. I don't need you to say you're sorry. Open up the purse strings. That's what you do. You keep your damn sorry for your damn self and get off your knee and open up your damn purse. That's what I want to see. But now these communities need to be rebuilt. And the people who from them communities need to be involved in the rebuilding process, and they need to own those businesses. Open up that money as a form of a grant/loan, and you can get it back in the tax money and make it so they got to employ at least 5 people. Hell, I had over 5 people working for me when I had my little store. But I was open 7 days a week from 8 in the morning to 10 o'clock at night. So I needed at least 5 people to help me do that. Being on your knees, that don't impress me. You saying you're sorry, that don't impress me. Matter of fact, it's an insult to my intelligence. Open up your purse. That's what I want. Open up your damn purse and put forth some real concrete programs for people in these marginalized communities. The ones that you subjugated, you oppressed, you robbed from, you stole from. Put all them damn parking meters in the hood, knowing people already poor, ticketing their car, towing their cars, crushing them, selling them. You ain't nothing but thieves, man. We need to indict y'all and lock some of y'all up for these freaking for this big ass robbery. Been robbing the people all this time and then wonder why the people blow up. Mass delusion. Nobody wants to tell the truth. You want me to participate because you delusional. You believe all the hype and all the lies. I'm supposed to sit here and be delusional with you? Fuck no. Kiss my ass. Kiss my black ass. I see through your damn scam. And now you want to hold on to your ill-gotten gains. That's what you're trying to do. That's what all that taking a knee is about and saying you sorry, because you're trying to hold on to the ill-gotten gains. So this country got to take a real good look in the mirror and figure out if we ran our course. So I think that's what we should be looking at. Look ourselves in the mirror and figure out, well, how do we go forward? Do we just let the complete country collapse, which is going to affect rich and poor, and the delusional? Or do we try to fix this? Because we can fix it. And we can fix it in short order, actually. Implement some of the ideas that I have, along with some of the other ideas that's floating around out there. We can fix this. But defunding the police, I ain't for that. I would say strict reduce some of their budgets and make them more accountable. I can see that. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just ranting, man. Maybe my best plan is what I always suggested. You know, I can always go to Africa. People there accept me. I can go over there and start businesses and just let this experiment that we call America just go up and smoke. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just ranting, y'all. Who knows? But you know, let me know what y'all think. Everybody's been quiet on this subject. I guess y'all don't want to offend people. Y'all want to be politically correct. I don't give a damn about being politically correct. That ain't gonna get you closer to prosperity. It ain't. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump off, guys, because I gotta use the washroom. I'm gonna stop at this rest area, use the washroom. But you know, hopefully I said something to spark you all's thoughts. You know, these are just my thoughts. You know, they are mine. I don't make no apologies for them. This is what I'm experiencing as a black man in America. You know, who's been here almost 60 years. I've been seeing the policies, right? And I knew it was going to end like this. But the speed in which it's happening is even shocking to me. And I know it's shocking to the powers that be, because they didn't think it was going to happen this quick. I'm sure they didn't. I didn't know if I was supposed to go that way or was I supposed to go this way. It don't matter now because I didn't already came this way. I guess I could have came either way. It is what it is, y'all. I'll pull right here. I can pull right out. I'm empty, so I can really maneuver now since I'm empty. But okay, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all done heard me ranting long enough. You know, but what do y'all think? You know, y'all act like y'all scared to really bring up some topics because you're scared you might get abused in the comment section, you know, but I really don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? I think my ideas are pretty much spot on. And I know since I come from these marginalized communities, if we had these type of programs, because at one point we did, but they stopped funding them. You know what I mean? So, but still kept going up on the taxes, right? Kept writing parking tickets, put all those meters in, you know, so it's unfair. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But let me know what you guys think. Hopefully I said something to jog you, to make you think, you know. And if anybody's offended, you know, fuck you. What's your solution then? If you're so offended, what's your solution? Because when I got offended by that guy not giving me a bag, what did I do? I opened up a store and became his competition and took money out of his pocket. So if you don't like what's being said, what you gonna do to be the change that you want to see? What are you doing to be the change you want to see? Because you see right now the system is broken, and if you can't see that, you're fucking delusional, and you need to go see a psychiatrist. But all right, guys, I love you, and let me know what you think. Peace and hair grease.